Good morning and welcome to Possum Dollars. As you can tell with my croaky voice and the fact that I've got my fingers crossed that I'm going to get through this video without coughing and spluttering, we have been ill this last 10-11 days. My daughter caught her virus first and then she kindly passed it on to me. Obviously pretty scary times when it's a child. She did end up in the accident emergency department because fever got to 40 degrees. She started shivering, teeth chattering, etc. So rushed her to accident emergency. Luckily they managed to be able to get her temperature to go down, and then it was a fever stayed up and down for like 4 or 5 days before finally she started recovering, and then I went down with it. So what I've done is, obviously it's been an expensive week, or just over 10 days now, because instead of just going and doing a shop at the supermarket, what I had to do was keep doing internet online shopping for groceries. And then, so there was a few of these taken out with the bank, etc. So what I've got left, because we're right near the end of the fortnight, is $405. And yes, the cat is now going to come into the picture. So just excuse me while I told the cat to get down. It's not children, it's animals. So $405 is what is left. I am due to be paid in about 2-3 days time. So as you can see, we're right at the end of that fortnight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight into what's left and explain along the way a few bits. So as you can see, my pink folder was obviously couldn't close it. So I have actually moved the school envelopes into the purple one because this was just bulging. So jumping straight into it, what we're going to do is the car insurance is going to get $20. Now the trackers at the back, what I'll do is I'll fill those in after the video is recorded, because it just takes too long to mark them all off, let them dry and getting them back in. Car breakdown is fully funded. Car registration is going to get 20. Car service, I'm going to skip because that's recently been done, so I'm not going to concentrate on that. Council rates is going to be skipped. Strata is going to get $20. As you can see, starting to add up at the back. Building insurance is also going to get $20. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $60 into the contents insurance. As you can see, each one of these is worth $20. There's only $60 left before this is fully funded. So I'm going to put $60 in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the contents insurance label, and I'm going to pop in the fully funded one. Now most of this is in cash. There is some money sitting in the bank, which is $100. Now this is fully funded. What I'll do is I'll take this money out and I'll pop that into the bank as well. But that's one fully funded envelope. Water rates is going to get 20. Now this is empty because that bill, because that bill has just come. A couple of days before I got sick, so I did pay the water rates and therefore cleared the tracking chart. Ambulance cover, mobile phone are both fully funded and they're both due in the next couple of weeks. So they won't be fully funded for much longer. Now moving on to the purple, sorry about that, it was choking and then the camera decided it was going to slip and move as well. So moving on to the purple folder, I'm going to put $5 into the gas bill, which was recently paid. I'm going to put $10 in the electric. This needs to go have a lot more stuff over the next couple of months because obviously we are going to get to bigger bills soon. Water usage, this has just been paid, so we went back to 0 on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop $5 in there. And petrol is also going to get $5. Medication is going to get $5 too. And medical bills is going to get 10. Now, in an ideal world, those first few at the front would have had a lot more put in there. The gas bill, electric bill, water and petrol. But it's just been such an expensive fortnight with the trips to the hospital and then the cost of medication and prescriptions. I needed another bottle of children's Panadol, which is $25 for the bottle of children's Panadol. Like, wow. And then obviously medications for myself, strepsils, etc. We've just spent a fortune with that, in addition to having to do internet shopping online and get delivered, having to pay delivery costs and then doing more shopping than I would normally, because I'd run out of milk for example, but you have to do a minimum of $50 to get home delivery. So I was having to spend more. The good side to that is I was obviously stocking up and spending that money on pet pantry items. Like one of the shops, I brought toilet rolls as extra, and another shop I was buying extra pasta, which is, in the long run, that's fine. It stocked up the pantry a bit quicker, but obviously it wasn't ideal. But we couldn't get out because first she was sick and then I was sick. The viruses are actually really contagious. So it was just a case of staying in and doing our best. So that was medical bills. The cat is going to get $10. I knew I was not going to get through this video without coughing. The cat does need dry food this in the next couple of days when I can get out to the supermarket, because the one that she has is only in one supermarket. I've been doing internet shopping on a different supermarket. So work fees, what I'm going to do is, this one is almost fully funded apart from the last $30. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put $30 into this work fees envelope. I'm going to take the front cover out. I'm going to mark it with a fully funded card. So then this fortnight, even though we're obviously working on a very low budget because it's the end of the fortnight, it means that I have still managed to get 2 envelopes fully funded, which is great. Now these last few was in the pink folder. I've had to move them simply because of space. It was either buy a new folder or just shuffle things around. I've also made a change. So what I've done, the school fees are now lower. So originally this was a tracker for $320. I only actually need $140. So what I've done is I've crossed off $140 and then I've just put a cross through the rest rather than having to make and print a new card. Simply because the school that we've just been accepted at, the school fees are actually lower. So therefore I didn't need as much. I've been and ordered the school bag and the school lunchbox, etc., all ready for next year. So a lot of that money's been spent and then that's what's needed, and so therefore this one is now fully funded. School uniform is also the same. So originally I needed 260. I only actually need 160 now. So what I've done is I've just put a cross through the ones that I don't need. So for today, what I'm going to do is, because we are still working on this, I'm going to put $20 in there. Now there was actually some money in there. Typical children, term 4, and I've just had to go and buy some new trainers, some new runners for school because she outgrown them. I was hoping that was going to last throughout the rest of this year, but no. So I did take money out of there to buy new runners for term 4, and I've just popped $20 back in there. So now we've just got to work on the actual school uniform. So school events is going to get $5. This is a new envelope for this year. And emergency fund is going to get $10 too. And then that is the purple folder. Now what we're going to do is going to move on to the yellow folder. And we're going to go straight in with pantry stock up. And I'm going to put $20 into that one. Self-sufficient living is going to get $5. Now this has actually got a bulk of money in there, so we've now got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. That's because that money in there is for a new food vacuum sealer, because mine decided it was going to break, so the money's in there ready for me to go and get a new one. I've not had time since I put the money in there to research which one I'm going to buy. So birthday presents is going to get, $10. This is for March next year. And Christmas presents is going to get $30. The schools go back next week on Monday. So what I want to do is I do actually want to put $30 in it today. When I get paid again, I'm going to put $30 in there, so that'll be $60. Plus I've got some money on Flybuy card. So what I want to do is I want to do a few more bits of Christmas shopping. When the schools go back, I'm going to go Monday or Tuesday, depending on what my shifts are. And then, so this one has got money in, but it won't be there much longer. Boo's Main Present is going to get $10. And then I'm going to be skipping some of these. Charity ticket, clothing accessories, personal care and fitness. They can all be skipped. Because like I said, I'm getting paid in a few days. So I'm just prioritising where I can. Moving on to the blue folder. We're going to skip DIY and decor for a moment. But we're going to go to the $5 challenge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the $5 in there as always. Which, when I mark this off after the video, it means that there'll only be one more left. So later on this week, this is going to be fully funded. And I finally worked out what I'm going to do with it. I need a console table for the hallway, which I'm going to be using as a school station. And I want to put all school related items in that, so it's all in one place, along with school bags, etc. I've got a $40 voucher for Catch. So with the $40 voucher and then the $50 in this, should actually cover the piece of furniture that I want, as long as it don't go up in the next week or so. So obviously it's been a long time coming. It took quite a few weeks because I only put $5 in their fortnight. But yeah, finally I know what I'm going to do with that. Getting in front is going to get $30. So getting in front is going to get 30. Now what I'm doing, as you can see, is I'm not doing this by amount. I'm doing this by just how many times I fill it up, how many fortnights. So I've now done my third fortnight. The $1 and $2 challenges, I've slowly been working on those. There isn't any $1 or $2 in my purse this fortnight because all transactions have been online, which means no change. And then finally, there is $20 left. Now what this $20 is, that's going to go into my black purse, which I've left in the other room, and I realised after I started filming and I didn't want to pause it. So that will go in my black purse, and that's for just milk and bread, which I'm going to go and get tomorrow or possibly the next day. And because that obviously, like I said, I get paid later on in the week anyway. So if I just need bread and milk, $20 is more than enough to do that, and probably a little bit of fruit as well. But thank you for watching, and I'm glad I've managed to get through most of that video without coughing and spluttering too much. Thank you for watching. I'll be back in a few days when I get paid again. And yep, if you've been following my channel and my cash stuffing, apologies for obviously this delayed video. But yep, but we got there in the end and I've managed to record it. Okay then, thank you. I'll see you in a few days. Bye.